Hey all, this is Eli Ziegler. Welcome back to Staying Local is Easy, and today I have the talented Willie Shaw.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me, man.
Today we are trying 4 of Nashville's best hot chicken according to the World Wide Web, and Willie is going to be answering some questions while we do so. So we have Party Foul, we have Hattie B's, we have Bolton's, and lastly we have Prince's Hot Chicken. So, Willie, you had any of these hot chicken places in Nashville yet?
I have actually had 3 of the 4. I have not had Bolton's. Okay. All right, so Party Foul first. Huh?
Let's go for Party Foul. Go for it, Willie.
I love hot stuff, but sometimes stuff is just hot for the sake of being hot. There's like no flavor to it.
All right, now we got Hattie B's. Let's go for it.
Hattie B's. I've lived here in Nashville like 7 years. I think I've only ever had it like one time.
Really?
Because the line is so stinking long every single day.
I wanted to ask you some questions. I don't feel like a lot of people have insight really into the music world, especially people like myself who are completely outside of that world, right? What about Nashville makes it so unique and such a special music place?
I think there's a couple different things, right? So first and foremost, you got a lot of history here. If you're a fan of country or Christian or any of the things that are the roots of the foundation of Nashville, I think that attracts a lot of people because there's a lot of tradition here. Songwriting is truly a craft here.
Yeah.
So people take their time, really massage the song, make sure that there's a storyline through the entire thing. Whereas if you go to an LA, New York, even in London, a lot of the time when you're writing in those rooms, it's kind of what sounds good, what feels good, what gets momentum going towards something that you think an audience might like. Nashville is unbelievably focused on what the storyline is and how it's going to connect to the listener. Typically, the content of country music resonates with an older audience.
Sure.
I do think there's an aura just around Nashville. The tradition, the history of it is what keep people entertained and keep people around the fire, so to speak.
Sure. All right, so next we got Bolton's. Maybe some locals have not heard of Bolton's, but it's right off Main Street in East Nashville.
All right, Bolton's. I've never had it.
Mouthful.
Did you? Because mine's not spicy. Oh, there it is. Okay, now my tongue's dancing a little bit.
So, Willie, to the average person like myself that knows nothing about the songwriting world in Nashville, what does that look like?
In Nashville, every day at 11 a.m., you're writing a new song with somebody. Now, sometimes...
Every songwriter?
Oh, yeah. On Music Row or somewhere in the city, you're in a studio like this, writing a new song.
Okay.
It's at least 2 people, typically 3. Any more than that's pretty difficult.
Okay.
And so somebody comes in with an idea or you trade ideas back and forth. You're set up with people. So, like, think of it like matchmaking from the company. Mm-hmm. So I know that this person writes a certain way. I know that their sound is kind of like this. I know their content is kind of like this. I want to match them up with somebody over here so they make a cool song, baby, and then hopefully that thing takes off.
Interesting.
And you should have at least half a song, if not a full song, by the time, 3 o'clock rolls around. If you're in LA, the day starts at 1 and you finish the song fully to production where it'd be radio ready by like 9 p.m.
All right, so we got Prince's. Some people say that Prince's is kind of the one that started the Nashville hot chicken.
That's what I've been
craze.
told. Yeah,
okay.
That's what I've been told. They're the original in town.
All right, let's go for it.
Now, I've had Prince's before. I made the mistake of ordering hot Prince's. Now, that was like halfway up the heat scale. I was crying when I ate it. Like, it was unbearable. So good, though. Talk about the future, like it was ever gonna work so fast.
That's giving Hattie B's a run for his money for me.
Yeah, I think I'm a Prince's guy.
So, Willie, what is the number one thing that you think people misunderstand about the music industry in Nashville?
There's 2 things. One is most artists don't write their songs. Almost all of them don't. There's very few that actually write their own music. And 2, most bands don't play their own songs either in the studio. It's recorded by somebody else almost always. There's session players, guys that have been on Music Row for years that play in the studio.
Their job's just to play.
Yep.
So, Willie, what are some of the most fun things to you about performing?
I think it's the interaction with the crowd. part of performing is using your gifts to bring people together. Literally, people coming together in a room or dancing or whatever the case may be. It's cool to provide somebody an escape. It's cool to entertain people. Some people know my own songs that are out on streaming.
that'd be awesome.
And when they come up and they're like, hey, we heard this song, we want you to come play our wedding. I mean, the last year and a half, I've just been flown around the country playing first dance for weddings like crazy.
Yeah, you play around Nashville on a pretty normal basis, right?
Yeah. So usually I'm at the Electric Jane or the 1230 Club, kind of some of the more or places that aren't so country. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I do a lot of different things musically. So.
You considered a little bit more pop?
Yeah, I definitely. I was signed to the Maroon 5 team for a long time, and then just being in Nashville, you end up writing country songs no matter what. You won't find me smiling more than when I'm on stage. It's just fun for me. It's a lot of fun.
All right, Willie, I got some rapid fire questions for you, completely unprepared, unrehearsed. I want to hear some good quality answers from you.
I'm excited.
Ready? Best
Perfect.
neighborhood in Nashville?
Edge Hill. No, not true. 12 South.
Okay. Who in your life inspired your music career the
Mom.
most? Mom?
Yeah.
Okay. Basketball opportunity. I met you playing basketball.
Yeah.
You can take $1 million now, or you can have 10 chances to make a half-court shot for $50 million. You just got to make
court
one.
every time.
Okay. Beach house or mountain house?
Mountain house. I grew up at the beach, but mountain house.
Mountain house.
Yeah.
Okay. 100-year-old renovated historic home or brand new?
Brand
build?
new.
Okay.
100%.
Best basketball player, musician you've ever played with?
Wow, that's a great question. I think it's a toss-up between Kane Brown and I think it's Kane. It's either
Brown?
Kane or Sam Hunt.
Okay. Last one. Who wins in a fight? A silverback gorilla or a grizzly bear?
It's got to be the gorilla, right?
Gorilla?
Yeah.
That's my call, but it's been a heavily debated topic.
I mean, like, I'm not trying to fight a grizzly, but a gorilla is just that's.
Yeah. Willie, I really appreciate you coming, man. It means a lot to me. I hope that some people can get some really good insight into what the music world looks like in Nashville.
Yeah.
And I truly wish you the best in your career and the rest of your journey.
Thank you, and thank you for having me, and thank you for providing lunch, even though my tongue's on fire. It's great.
I need your rankings now for Nashville's best hot chicken spots. 1 through 4. Let's hear it.
1 through 4. I gotta go. 4 is Party Foul. Sorry, Party Foul, you didn't cut it this time.
Shots fired.
3 is Bolton's. I'm gonna go Prince's second and Hattie B's first.
Hattie B's the number one option.
But I mean, they're really close.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go 4 Bolton's. Number 3, Party Foul.
Okay.
I'm kind of on the same boat as you on that one. Number 2 and number 1, they were close. I'm gonna go Hattie B's number 1 and Prince's number 2, but I would be happy with eating a full dinner or lunch of either.
Yeah. Good choices.
Baby, I'm sorry.